But welcome. Thank you guys for taking the time to get on. It is Sunday, July 7th, 2019. We are officially almost ending our first week in July, and it's kind of exciting. So many things have happened. I know you guys may not feel like a whole lot is happening right now in your businesses and as you get started, but I promise you things are moving. The conversations that you guys have had this last week has been amazing. I just want to congratulate you both on finishing up a cleanse day and getting back on track with the stuff that you've been attempting to do and just really rocking it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Shake launch this week and kind of what to expect, what to prepare for, and kind of mentally go through a list. So the first thing is tomorrow, or even later tonight, take some of those graphics that I shared with you guys in the Grit Nation Newbies page and start putting them in your stories. Figure out a fun way to talk about them. I'm trying to go back and find the ones that I did when we actually released the birthday cake shake the first time, because you guys have never talked about this before. So it's going to be totally new to the people that you're talking to. But first thing first, is making sure that this week being consistent on social media is a priority for you. Doesn't matter what you're posting. You do need to talk about your nutrition someplace in there. But being sure that you are staying consistent this week on social media, because people will start to see you more. And by consistent, I mean making sure that you're posting at least 1 to 2 times a day, adding value, but also taking 10 minutes, like set a clock for 10 minutes and go through and find some people that you want to talk to. Comment on their posts. If you see something that you really like, that really speaks to you, shoot them a message and say, hey, thanks for that post. That was awesome. People love to be complimented. They absolutely love when someone notices the hard work that they're putting in, because what we don't understand, at least I didn't understand at first, is that sometimes when people write on social media, they're using it as a form of therapy. They're using it as a way to express themselves. Sometimes they're doing it to be ridiculous and annoying, but I encourage you to unfollow those people. Like, keep your newsfeed happy, keep it upbeat, but be sure that you are adding value. So I came up with a couple of hashtags that I'm going to share with you guys. Not really hashtags, but just kind of themes for the week days. So Monday, Mindful Monday, or Motivation Monday, something like that. Tuesday, Tasty Tuesday. Share one of your favorite recipes that are super simple. Transformation Tuesday. So you guys have both had great transformations, but you don't have to just share your transformations. You can share other people's transformations from our team. You can go in the Nutrition Made Easy page. You can look through the photos. You can go to the Team Win Testimonials page, look through those photos, and share someone else's testimonial, cheering them on, encouraging them, and kind of sharing. Maybe it's someone that you've come across their testimonial and you really relate to their story. That was probably my favorite thing about being added to that page, was I related to a lot of people's stories in there. And I know that that's typically how people find you, is because they relate to something that you're talking about, or they relate to what it is that you're trying to achieve or what you're working for. And that's really important, because that's touching the pain points for the people that are following you. And I'll be very honest, there'll be a lot of people that see your stuff, that read your stories, that don't ever comment or like on things for a while. But your consistency will show them that you are setting yourself apart, that you're excited, that you are all in on this. And you have to be all in on this, because this is your personal journey. Like, this is what you're doing every single day. You're making your life better. And I hope that you understand that this is not just network marketing. Like, this is changing your life. And when you live that out loud, even just a little bit, just letting people in just a little bit to the changes that you're making, you're allowing them to cheer you on. You're allowing people to come alongside you for accountability. And you're opening up the door of possibilities and showing people that you're serious. I know for me, I struggled with this, because I was like, people have seen me do this differently, but I wanted more, and I still want more. I want people to see not necessarily me, but to see how this has transformed the people that I'm able to serve, your guys' stories. So I'm going to actually be featuring you guys this week in your progress. I'm going to ask permission first, but I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud of the things that you're doing and getting out of your comfort zone and the changes that you're making. Like, I'm going to be shouting you out this week. I hope that's okay. But another one, Wellness Wednesday. So what's a wellness tip that you have? I know that both of you have some things that you are well versed on, a lot of things that people could use. So really think about what it is that you know already that someone else may not know. And even if you think it's like super simple, I've been sharing pregnancy tips and those kind of things. There's a lot of things that people don't know that I wouldn't know if I hadn't experienced that firsthand. So when you experience it firsthand, your experience makes you an expert. So make sure that you're sharing that with people. Thursday, Thankful Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, or just something funny like that. And you could share like a recipe that you make with your shake, or Thankful Thursday, sharing a gratitude post. Freedom Friday. So Freedom Friday is my favorite because I like to celebrate people that are experiencing changes in their business, but also changes in their health. So there's a couple different ways that you could approach this. You could approach it as in freedom from, some symptoms that are alleviating as you use the symptoms, freedom from stressing about what to eat every day, freedom from constantly having to read the back of a label. There's so many different ways that you can discuss this. And again, you don't have to just share your story. You can share the stories of other people because that is beautiful. That is the true mark of a leader, is that when you are willing to share other people's stories as much as you're willing to share your own. And then Saturday and Sunday are just lifestyle things. So what are some things that are important to your family on Saturdays and Sundays? I take Saturdays off. Saturdays is my day of the week where I don't typically work. Just because I believe that we all need a day of rest. And most people say Sunday. Sunday is one of my most productive days of the week because it's also when my children take the longest nap following church. So you kind of have to know yourself, know your life, know your schedule, and just kind of plan accordingly. And I'll share the best posting times are from 6 to 8 a.m., from 12 to 2 p.m., and then again from 6 to 8 or 9 p.m. And so you don't have to post in those time frames, but those are the times that you will be seen the most. It really, really, really makes a difference. And the more that you engage on other people's posts with actual value, not just like a heart or a thumbs up or whatever, the more Facebook and Instagram will put you in the algorithm. And so your stuff will continue to pop up more. So even those people who haven't really seen you, because I think only 4% of your friends list will actually see what you're doing, those people will start to see your stuff. So it just adds value to your social media when you're adding value to other people's social media. Okay, so the other thing, the shake launch. So y'all are new at sharing, and it's a huge deal, and I'm really excited for you. Your first shake launch is going to be nerve-wracking, and you're going to be so excited. But here's the deal. Take a deep breath. Woo-saw. You don't have to buy 10 canisters of shakes. I don't want you to put yourself in debt. I know that's not popular with a lot of leadership, but I want you to purchase the shakes, 1 or 2 canisters. If you really like birthday cake, this is an incredible flavor. Like birthday cake and cookies and cream, I've never had better shakes, and I have tried all of the shakes that actually taste good. They don't leave that weird protein flavor in your mouth. My biggest problem with the birthday cake is the sprinkles, and I know the sprinkles are fun. I just don't like the texture of them, so I kind of like sift them out. But even if you buy 1 or 2 cans, I do a scoop of birthday cake, a scoop of strawberry, scoop of birthday cake, scoop of Dutch chocolate, scoop of birthday cake, scoop of the kosher vanilla. Like, you can make it stretch for a really long time. So what I would say is, to the people that have told you no, or told you right now financially it's just not doable, I would say, hey, I know this might seem crazy, but and I know the whole system was not in your cards right now, but I'm placing orders for shakes. We have a new shake coming out. It's the birthday cake shake. I would love to get you started on one. This is one of our most popular flavors. It's a limited time and a limited edition availability. So once it's gone, it's gone. Would that be something that you're interested in? And you can do it one of 2 ways. You can place a bulk order on your account, or if you have a spouse and you have a spouse account and you want that extra volume, or you're trying to rank advance and you have a family member that wants to get some, sign them up. You can place orders, and I can talk to you about how to place the orders. But you can do it as a bulk order for your own self, or you can help people sign up with their own accounts with the $29 membership fee, get a canister of birthday cake shakes. They're already signed up. It's good to go. I shared, maybe I didn't share it with you guys, there's a shake and cleanse pack where you can create it a la carte. So you could do 2 canisters of the birthday cake shake, 2 canisters of the peach mango cleanse, and then like a sample cup. That gets you at least 100 BV, or 4 canisters of the birthday cake shakes to get them started as like an everyday shake pack with their membership. So there are a couple of different ways to start people on that. And I promise, like, as you have people that are interested, I will walk you through what that's like, how to create the cards, those kind of things, so that you feel equipped. But the biggest thing is making sure that you're sharing about it and making sure that you're talking to people about it, especially the people that are like, I don't really, want to. I have a whole list of people, current customers, previous customers, and then people are like, you know what, right now it's just really not a good time for the full system. Hey, what about a canister of birthday cake shakes? It's one of our best flavors. So sold out in like, I think it was like 2 days. The cookies and cream sold out in a day, but it was like 2 or 3 days. It's fabulous. It's amazing. It's all of the things. The good part about placing orders for people is that you get the volume from it. They get to try it. But then you have to like kind of keep up with the list of people that you helped, because you want to make sure that you're checking back with them and seeing what they think about it. A good way to do that is someone that places an order for a birthday cake shake or shows interest, add them to the Nutrition Made Easy group. This is the next thing I'm going to talk about. Add them to the Nutrition Made Easy group so you have access to them and you can go back and you can say, hey, what did you think? They're also seeing other Isagenix posts. They're also seeing other transformations shared. And in the month of July, that's where we're going to run our challenge. That's where we're going to start running our challenge, because I think it's vital that we have a simple central place to add people where they can get in there, they can add value, and then they can participate. They can do their check-ins. I've been trying to figure out how to do this and make it work, but the more groups we have, the more complicated it is. And once you guys hit Crystal Director or Executive, you're welcome to branch off into your own groups. And if you want to do your own group, you're welcome to do that. Not encouraging it right now just because you're so new and you're learning everything. But it's a great place for you to check in and to be accountable and to share how these products are changing your life. So Nutrition Made Easy, we're just going to keep it simple. I'm going to share some tips in there. If you guys have some tips that you find that you want to share, some articles, share them in there. Your shake check-ins, your favorite recipes that maybe aren't Isagenix related, some different wins that you've celebrated, and we're going to celebrate other people in there. We're going to post about, Cleanse Day, why it's important to do cleanses, how it changes your body, those kind of things that people need to know, because there are people in there that aren't on the system. There are people in there that have never purchased with Isagenix, but seeing other people's real life transformations will spur them on. It's like anything else. When you continually see something and you want to do it, but maybe the cards just aren't aligned at the time, it will eventually keep coming to you and you will say, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this, and we'll put that invite in there. We'll also do fun giveaways for people participating, even if they're not using the system, just to get these products in people's hands. So that's kind of where I'm going with that there. Sorry, I have allergies. Does anybody have any questions? And if you want to put them in the chat, you can, and I can answer them as we go. But what I'm going to do following this is I'm going to share the sequence of how I shared the birthday cake shake launch originally. Let me see if I can show you guys, because I don't know if you guys know how to share things on your Facebook stories. So when all the cute babies on here. If you're on a desktop, you can upload a photo here. So you have to have it saved on your computer. Give me just a second. Let me see if I can find these. Come here. And if you have questions, just go ahead and put them in the chat and I will look at them in just a second. But anytime I make graphics for things, and it's quite a bit, I share them in the different message threads that we're in because I want you guys to have them. If you have a way to create graphics and you love them, okay, so birthday cake is back. So I'm going to save picture birthday. If you like to create graphics and that's something that you love to do, I would love for you guys to do that and share them with us. If you don't, it's no big deal. I create them all the time. I also screenshot them from other people's stories and then share them. And the good thing about that is if you hold it down, you can then screenshot it and won't have anybody else's name on there. So give me just a second. Let me find this. But there's so many ideas for how to share this. Okay, so this is like, these are the ones that we created for the cookies and cream launch. Let me go back a little bit more. And Isagenix business page, if you guys are a part of that, they will also share some different Instagram stories. In the Team Win Builders page, Jessica Rigner's assistant, Cassidy, she creates a lot of different graphics to share. We should be getting close, hopefully. Let's see. But anytime we run a promotion, like I'll work on creating some for this new group that we're gonna launch. I'm hesitant about launching it next week just because I'm being induced next week, so we may push it off a week longer. But okay, so here are the different ones. And like I said, I will save all of these and I will share them with you guys. So these are the ones from corporate that just explain like what's in them, how they're good for you. And then I believe that I created some more, maybe I didn't. Oh, no, that was another one. Okay, well, I'll at least share these with you guys so that y'all have those. And you can see how I share them. The other thing that I do is I go on Instagram. So I typically follow top leaders in our company on Instagram. And I'll say some of my favorites are like Tanya Kirkpatrick. She is one of our Isagenix millionaires. She's a really good one. She's always got good graphics. Kelly Dickerhoof, she's another good one, another Isagenix millionaire. So I just try to emulate people that I enjoy following. Laura Stevens, let's see. People that I can really relate to, and none of them have anything up about it yet. But then I'll just go to what? Let's see. I'll go to a story. Let me see. Like say there was a quote on someone's Instagram page that you wanted to screenshot. So you just hold your finger on it so it makes the screen blank and then you screenshot it. However, I have an iPhone. And it saves it to your screenshots. That way you can share it in your stories and you can tag them in there. That's totally fine, but it's a really great way to just have some things. I'll do this too, like if we're preparing to do a group or a launch or something's coming up and I see something, no ma'am, I see something from a top leader that looks like a story that I could recreate. I'll do that there too. But the most important part about a shake launch is just to make a list of people that you want to talk to. Make sure that you order 1 or 2 canisters if it's a flavor that you're interested in. There was a salted caramel or something like that that launched. There's a mocha flavor, pumpkin spice, those kind of things come out seasonally. And I wasn't too thrilled about any of those. So I only ordered 1 or 2 canisters, but you still put the vibes out there. You still ask people, you know, if they want to order, if this is something, because your consistency with that will eventually lead to them coming on with a system or a pack or an enrollment. Can I have that, please? Thank you. Go back upstairs with Daddy. Go back upstairs. Anyway, so do you guys have any questions? I know that was kind of a lot. And like I said, I will share those graphics so you have them. And since it's not something that we've never released before, you can actually start talking about it now, breadcrumbing it in your stories. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. I'm sorry. Okay. Pregnancy brain. So when you want to share something in your stories and you're on a desktop, you literally just click on the photo that you want to upload, and then you click on stories, and you can actually write something about it on there, and it will show up on your stories. See if I actually have a birthday cake one. Again, I'm sorry for the allergies. But this can be a little overwhelming to start. And just so you know, there's no right or wrong way to do it. Save picture. So anyway, you just add the photo there, and then click on your story and then share. It's super simple. And then if you're on Instagram, it's just the little camera button in the corner, and then you just upload your photo, and you're good to go. All done? But if you guys have questions, let me know. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, and then I will, listen, Bossy Britches. And then I will upload those graphics in the page in just a second. So thank you guys for getting on. If you have questions, let me know. Hey, stop yelling. The other thing I was going to tell you is to make your list this week. This week, focusing in the Grit Nation team page, I'm going to talk a lot about how to do a recruiting blitz, how to find people to do this with you that are excited about the products that you can share the business opportunity with. Even if you're not confident about it yet, that's why I'm here. Don't forget that. I'm going to be talking about that and some daily activities that you can be doing to grow your business, income producing activities, how to just have conversations with people that are natural, and just make this as simple as possible. I want to get you guys to consultant by the end of this week, cash in on that $150, and then help you hit manager by the end of next week, or even manager by the end of this week. It would be awesome for you guys to cash in on like $450. I would be so excited for you. And this is a great week to do it because you have something to work for. The one thing I will tell you though, the best way to stay on track is to make goals for yourself every single day. I just got some of these big sticky notes, and I'm going to put some goals down here for myself and consistent activity every single day, because right now my time is limited. It's about to get a lot more limited. But what can I do every day? What are some things that I can check off as a win? Even if I didn't complete everything, and there are some days where I'm not going to complete everything, but who am I talking to? Who am I shouting out? Who am I celebrating? Because even if I don't feel like I'm making progress anywhere, I can still find people to celebrate. And in that, I'm putting those good vibes back out there, and it's going to return tenfold. So never get tired of planting the seeds. Never get tired of sharing with people, even people that don't understand. What you have to understand, and I'll leave you guys with this, no one knows what Isagenix is. People can Google it all day long, but no one really knows what Isagenix is. It's not one of those things that has been well talked about or well publicized over the last 17 years. It's not something that's really been top of the top when you think of network marketing companies, but it's one of the top 5 network marketing companies to work for in all of the Direct Sellers Association. It's also one of the top compensation plans. We're $1 billion company. We're debt-free. We're in 18 different countries. We're backed by clinical research and science. Like, there's so many good things about our company. So you have a lot of things to feel excited about, to feel confident in. But you have to be consistent in sharing, because not a lot of people know what it is. It's not the same as some of the other things that you've probably done. I don't know how to describe it. It's amazing. But I want you to set some goals for yourself this week. How many people do you want to talk to? Who do you want to talk to? Are you talking to the people that you want to work with? Be selective about the people that you want to work with, because this is your time and your energy that you're pouring into these people. And you have to make sure that they're worth the time and the energy, even from the very beginning. Even from the very beginning. It does not take a million people to be successful in this business. It takes a handful of people that see the vision, that are willing to find those people in their own life. So be selective about who you chose. Be selective about who you find and who you work with, because you want to run with the runners. You want to run with people who are willing to put the vibes out there and just go for it. But you have to be consistent about sharing. You have to be consistent about talking to people, either online, face-to-face, and just doing the do every single day. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that wasn't overwhelming. Can you say bye? Can you say bye? It's shower time and bedtime for this crazy girl. Can you say bye? Bye, y'all. Have a great Sunday evening, and I will chat with you guys in just a little bit.